I'm stuffed.
How you can eat 5 bowls of rice is beyond me. Is your stomach a black hole or something?
Look, if they're offering free refills, then you can bet I'm ordering them.
Indeed. You can eat the first bowl and focus exclusively on the glistening of the meat. Then the aroma on the next, and so on.
Pretty sure that's just you.
Well, I will say the food here certainly is delicious.
Yeah! Good job, Sophia!
It was, as they say, a piece of cake.
Guess we should leave where we eat up to Sophia now, huh? What's going on over there?
Natsume-san, your latest issue was just amazing as always!
Natsume-san, over here! Can you please sign my copy?
Thank you for all your support. Whoa, hold on now. Only 1 autograph per person, please. Oh, my apologies, but could the men please go to the back of the line? Ladies first, you see.
Who the hell's that?
He looks pretty popular. I heard that woman say latest book. Does that mean he's a writer?
Oh. Hello there. Are you looking for an autograph as well? Or perhaps a handshake?
Huh?
Oh, how terribly rude of me to keep such lovely fans waiting. Please, accept this as a token of my apology, yes? Don't worry, I've already signed it.
Okay.
Listen, we were just passing by.
Ah, is that so? It seems I got a little ahead of myself.
Prince of Nightmares by Ango Natsume.
Yours truly, Ango Natsume. It's a pleasure.
Prince of Nightmares. That's the name from those flyers on the Masamune statue.
My flyers on Masamune's statue? Ah, I think I know what happened. That's most likely the work of some of my more zealous fans. I appreciate them promoting my work, but it appears they went overboard somewhat. Honestly, they can be a real handful sometimes. Allow me to apologize on their behalf. In exchange, allow me to offer you a kiss.
Yo, back off, dude. Can't you see you're making her uncomfortable?
And who are you supposed to be? I believe I was addressing these lovely young ladies here. I thank you not to interrupt.
Sorry, but they're with us. Got a problem, you can always talk to me.
Do you seriously think you can get away with speaking to me like that? My, this one's got some backbone, doesn't he?
Mr. Natsume, we need to get moving soon.
Well then, it seems I must be going. I've a magazine interview to get to. To all those who have read my book, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Natsume! I love you! Oh, he's just so dreamy. I'll have to buy 10 more copies tomorrow to show him just how much I care.
Who was that man?
I don't know if he was some local big shot or whatever, but he sure was pissing me off.
He was a strange one for sure. But the people around him seemed really happy. Why was that?
Probably because they're a bunch of weirdos.
I must agree. He wasn't at all deserving of such praise, even in the form of flattery.
Are you alright, Haru? I was just a little surprised is all.
How did a jerk like him get so popular? Ugh, doesn't make any sense.
There might be something else going on here. He could even be changing people's hearts. You mean, he's the monarch of the Sendai jail? It's just one possibility.
No, I think you might be onto something. If he's the monarch, then everything else totally makes sense.
I got my laptop back at the RV. Should be able to dig something up from there.
Hell yeah, no Phantom. That smug bastard's being promoted all over the place. I feel like I'm going insane.
That's quite a crowd for a book signing.
Oh, there's so many people. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Is he gonna give out his keyword for Emma and change everyone's hearts like Alice did? We should keep an eye on him for now.
Natsume-san, I just wanted to say thank you for putting out such wonderful work all the time. I was so touched by your book. I ended up buying 50 copies.
Yeah, well, I bought 100. Some to read, some to collect, some to give out, and some to...
My goodness! Thank you. I'm flattered.
Reading your book somehow gives me hope, courage to keep going. I won't rest until each and every one of my friends knows about your book.
Well, I have said that I want my book to reach as many people as possible. I can't help but feel guilty, though. Be sure you don't overdo it.
No, it's okay. I'm helping you because I want to.
I heard the reason he started writing novels was for this poor girl who's bedridden in the hospital. Supposedly, he wanted her to keep fighting so she could one day see him finish his novel.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. He's just so compassionate. It's like he's a saint.
I know, that story alone's enough to make me cry. I guess even real life is like a novel sometimes. We have to tell the whole world about Ango Natsume's good deeds.
I'd expected as much, but he's really popular.
Do you think that bit about the girl in the hospital is for real?
Dude didn't seem like the type, if you ask me.
I don't think Natsume said anything resembling a keyword. Could it be because he really isn't a monarch? Or perhaps he's just being careful. If he is the monarch, maybe everyone here's already had their hearts changed.
Meaning he wouldn't need to give out his keyword. Hey, Nari, what's that you've been reading?
Ango Natsume's novel, Prince of Nightmares.
Nari? You actually bought that thing?
Not at the moment, no. I simply wanted to check whether the content of the book was truly deserving of the fervent praise it's received.
Well, how is it? Is it good?
How should I put it? For any creative work, one should be able to feel some sense of its creator's passion. No matter how crude or unrefined the work may be, there should always be some sort of spark present to those engaging with it. I'm not versed in the literary arts, but I feel nothing when reading this book. The sentences are formed well enough, but what's here is shockingly hollow. It's as if these words have been taken from someone else and given the most bare minimum coat of paint possible.
Let me see. Oh, wow. This line here is lifted from an anime from 2 years ago. The words got changed a bit, but that's definitely it. Sneaky. I think I've seen this one before, too. And this one. Sheesh. This one, too. Wait. Is this whole book just a bunch of stuff he ripped off and strung together? If the original writers, or worse, their fans, ever saw this, there'd be a frickin' riot online.
I can't possibly fathom how such a fraudulent piece of work garnered this much praise. That is, unless the fans had their desires stolen.
With all that we know now, safe to say there's definitely something going on here.
If only we knew the keyword, we can investigate the jail for ourselves.
Think we should ask some of his fans? They've all had their desires taken, right?
If this is anything like the situation in Shibuya, I doubt they'll tell us anything.
Guess we're kinda stuck then. Have we heard anything from Gramps yet?
He said he'd be here by tonight. Maybe he learned something.
All right then. I guess we should go ahead and wait for Inspector Hasegawa then.
Hold on. Why do you think Natsume wrote this novel? In all honesty, I'm not sure myself. No matter how much praise your work receives, if it was built on the backs of others, then you cannot truly call that praise your own. Those compliments will surely ring empty. Anyone in the arts should know this. That is why I don't understand. What was he thinking when he wrote this novel?
What are you two doing? Let's get going.
My apologies. It wasn't my intention to hold you up. Let's be off.
Pretty nice ride you've got here. And I gotta say, I didn't expect Sendai to be on the agenda. How'd you know there was a jail here?
Well, about that.
I smelled it.
You smelled it?
Anyways, have you learned anything new?
Yes. Ango Natsume, right? Yeah, he's suspicious all right. His book's been selling like crazy, but only here in Sendai. Most of the other stuff I've heard lines up with what you guys told me. Anyhow, I did some asking around, and here's what I found. Apparently, everyone in Natsume's little fan club becomes friends with him through Emma. And once that happens, they start buying his book any and every chance they get. Some even go into debt because of it. Any of this sound familiar?
It's just like what happened with Alice.
He might have different methods from Alice Hiragi, but I'm almost certain Natsume's using the same power.
In that case, we really need to get our hands on his keyword.
Can't we just nab the shithead and make him cough it up?
Do that? And I would have to arrest you for assault. You can ramble on about the jails all you want. Best case scenario is you getting dragged off to a mental institution.
Right.
Well, we're Phantom Thieves, so going at it directly's not preferred anyway.
Ah, there goes Beauty Thief. Always trying to be elegant and subtle and stuff.
Beauty what?
My name is Beauty Thief.
I see. She's really calling herself that?
Getting back on track, we gotta think of a way to get that keyword.
That's where I come in. You better thank me for this later.
Or what?
Natsume's holding a party tonight in celebration of Prince of Nightmares passing over 1 million in sales. And I just happen to have enough invitations for all of you. Which means...
We're crashing a party?
Hey, that sounds fun as hell, don't you think?
Wouldn't you like to know? Better to keep you in the dark, but let's just say I know a guy. So what do you think? Glad we struck a deal?
You did pretty good, Gramps.
Yeah, nice one, Gramps.
I must admit, I'm seeing you in a whole new light, Gramps.
Yeah, you really came through, Gramps.
I knew we could count on you, Gramps-son.
Come on, guys. At least call me by my name.
Don't feel bad, Gramps.
Thank you all very much for coming today. This is just a small token of my appreciation. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoy yourselves.
Congratulations, Mr. Natsume. Truly.
It's all thanks to everyone working so hard to push sales. All I did was write.
Oh, you're too modest.
It really is impressive how well you've done, considering the amount of competition there is these days. I know we tried to promote you early on as the grandson of renowned writer Sogo Natsume, but I never would have expected you to perform this well.
The praise you've received is due entirely to your talent, Mr. Natsume. You're a shining star to readers and authors alike.
My talent, you say? Well now, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. The words on the page matter little. If there's something worth talking about, the people will always flock to it. From there, all one needs to do is craft a little story into it. And voila! For example, take that origin story about how I started writing because of some poor girl in the hospital.
Pardon my asking, but is that story really true, Mr. Natsume?
I'm afraid that's my little secret. Truth, fiction. Does anyone really care? You might recall Ichiryu Marurame's confession on TV not too long ago. Surely you remember. His signature piece, What was the name of it?
Oh, do you mean the Sayuri?
Ah, yes, that's it. The Sayuri. That piece was certainly lauded as the pinnacle of beauty at the time. But if you ask me, the only place it belongs now is the trash.
Dick!
The trash? How rude! He has no idea what was put into that painting. Who does he think he is?
Yusuke, I know how you feel, but
I'm all right. I have a favor to ask. Would you mind if I handled this one? I promise I'll get the keyword from him.
But
There's a good chance he remembers your faces from the other day. However, I was toward the back of the crowd, so there's a good chance he won't recognize me.
right. Yusuke might be our best bet here.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'll be off then. Pardon me for interrupting. I happen to be a big fan of yours, Natsume-san.
Who are you?
Forgive me. I was hoping I might trouble you for an autograph.
Hey, Mr. Natsume is a busy man. You can trouble him later.
Come now. I'm sure one autograph won't hurt.
You mean it? My thanks, Natsume-san. You're too kind. To receive an autograph from the great Ongo Natsume himself. This honor is truly more than I deserve.
Nonsense. Don't sell yourself short. It's readers like you who allow authors like me to keep writing.
I see. That's a wonderful way to look at it. Oh, right. Do you by any chance use Emma, Natsume-san?
Of course. With how convenient it is, how could I not?
If you don't mind, could you please add me to your friends list? It would be a privilege to be closer to one I respect so greatly.
Not at all. My fans and readers mean the world to me. The keyword is Prince of Nightmares.
Thank you very much. Expect a request from me sometime soon. Now, there is one more thing. I overheard you and your entourage mention the Sayuri earlier. If I'm not mistaken, you said it should be thrown out with the trash, as though it were some cheap attempt.
Ah, so you heard that, did you? Is that what I said? Well, I take it someone of your taste agrees with me. In the end, that painting only held value because of whose name was attached to it. Madarame had it.
The Sayuri was painted by my mother. This may be unprofessional of me, but professionalism be damned. My mother painted the Sayuri at the cost of her own life. It is her final masterpiece. That painting is crafted with a love that simply cannot be found anywhere else. Don't you dare lump it in with that soulless drivel you cobbled together from authors far more talented than you.
Hey, you can't!
I merely spoke the truth. Now, if you'll excuse me. We've got what we came for. Let's head outside, yes?
Soulless drivel? That little bastard. What the hell does he know?
Yeah, it's all right, Mr. Natsume. He's just, looking to blame you for something because he's jealous of your genius. Don't let him get to you. Shut up!
No matter. He'll come around just like the rest.
My apologies. I couldn't hold myself back. I suppose I still have much to learn.
dude, don't sweat it. Everything worked out. We got the keyword, so we're all good.
Yeah, you did great. I was actually pretty impressed with how you stood up to him.
Well, I can't say my assessment of his book was entirely correct. Whatever someone feels from a work of art, no matter what that work may be, ultimately comes down to the individual.
Yeah, well, for what it's worth, we all loved seeing you stick it to that creepy Nari.
In any case, we've got the keyword now. All that's left is to find our entry point.
Sendai Station would be a good place to look.
How come?
The smell isn't as strong there. The security's probably more lax. The station should be a safe point of entry, just like in Shibuya.
So I guess we're doing it then.
Yeah, we've got everything we need. Tomorrow, that jail's getting a visit from the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there's something I wanted to ask you. Yusuke might have been acting calm just now, but he seemed rather sad. Why was that? Oh, I see. So when someone disrespects something important to you, it makes you more sad than angry. At the very least, Yusuke seemed to feel that way. I think I'm starting to understand him a little better now. Thank you for explaining that to me.
Is this the proof we need?
Most likely. Still, this is...
Prince of Nightmares. This is Ango Natsume's novel.
Again with the book? Why would that be what we need?
Do you think maybe it's one of the jail's cores?
You mean like back in Shibuya?
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They're essentially the Monarch's source of power. Looks like keeps and cores are a few things these jails have in common.
So if we need 2 more pieces of proof, then we'll have to find the other 2 prison keeps.
Box, do you have any hints on that?
According to the book, the other towers are somewhere beyond the land of rain.
Then we'll have to go back to that rainy area. All right, back to it, everyone.
It looks like this core is a trophy. It says Sokaisha Awards.
Dude probably got this by cheating too.
But look at this date. This was definitely before people's hearts started to change.
So he won this on his own?
I don't buy it. You can't win an award just by ripping people off.
Regardless, that's 2 pieces of proof we can take.
It's just one left. Where haven't we checked yet?
There was that door back when we first entered. Maybe we should look there.
We did score another piece of proof, so maybe it'll open now. Let's head back.
Okay, that's 3 pieces of proof.
Seems this last one is a fountain pen. Fitting for a writer, I suppose.
So now we can get into the Overlord's castle, right?
If we're following the novel, then yes.
We're finally going to storm the castle.
About damn time. Phantom Thieves are coming for you, asshole.
Hold on. Maybe we should head back for now. We're going to charge into enemy territory. We should probably make sure we're prepared.
Good idea. Ugh, I'm all sorts of tired after that last fight.
Sorry, Panther.
Might not be a bad idea to fall back and regroup. What's the plan, Joker?
Indeed. And one simply cannot fight on an empty stomach. Lord Masamune would have no doubt said the same.
That settles it then. Let's make our way back.
So, the fearsome four were defeated?
Yes. Seems they were felled by a new group of heroes calling themselves the Phantom Thieves.
Phantom Thieves? You mean the ones everyone won't stop talking about? You don't think... I mean, do they truly believe they're going to change my heart? They mean to topple the Overlord himself! Fools! They're destined to fail, just like all who came before them. This world is under my absolute control. No one is going to take it from me, no matter who's brave enough to try.
This should be helpful. What are you selling? Are you sure?
All right, we're on the hunt for a Gatore coffee. First, let's find out how many are in the area.
Gatore coffee. Got it. There's only one that's close to Sendai Station.
Whoa, that was fast.
It's a bit of a walk, but I'll be happy to guide you to the destination.
You're amazing, Sophia. It's like you were made to be a navigator.
But being the navigator's my job.
It's simply a question of having the right person for the right job. Fear not, Futaba. There are plenty of things only you can do.
I guess that's true. Nobody else can act like a weirdo quite like you do, Inari.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
All right, I guess we'll just head over to the cafe then, yeah?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay, I've got it.
This is it. Gatore coffee.
I can smell the coffee. It seems to be just an ordinary cafe.
Are we sure we have the right place? We'll just have to put in the keyword and see.
All right, let's make it happen. The trauma cell's calling our names.
Trauma cell?
It's just a name I came up with. Trauma room sounds like some kind of cheesy hospital drama.
Call it whatever you want. We gotta roll.
The key to opening that birdcage has got to be here somewhere. Do you remember the keyword?
Of course. It's Prince of Nightmares.
It's just like what happened in Shibuya. This is where Natsume's trauma comes from.
What could have happened to him, I wonder?
Shh. Someone's up ahead.
Are you sure about this? Awarding him the grand prize for that? Ongo Natsume. The kid's entered every contest, but he's never made it past the first stage. He's as stubborn as he is incompetent. What's more, his writing is so painfully generic, it only becomes more obvious when you compare it to the other candidates.
What?
That voice. Is it Natsume?
It can't be. He acknowledged my work.
It's fine. He's the great Sogo Natsume's grandson, remember? Brand recognition is a huge part of marketability. Nobody gives a rat's ass about what's beyond the cover. Though a certain someone seems to think he's actually worth a damn.
Poor kid can't even see just how hopeless he really is. Seriously, it's pathetic.
Oh, I'm trying as hard as I can.
No skin off my nose, so long as he keeps raking it in. We hit the jackpot with that one, and I plan on riding him straight to the top. And if he does by some miracle make something decent of himself, well then everyone wins, right?
These guys are the worst.
Here it comes!
Right on you. A talentless hack like you is hopeless. Hopeless! Hopeless!
This is the same thing we saw in Shibuya.
Careful! It's using different weapons from last time.
Proud of you.
Fly! Lamia!
Kenny, you're mine.
Whoa, shit! This attack is crazy fast!
But on the other hand, it leaves him wide open. Dodge the attack, then hit him with everything you've got. It's that Joker!
Useless. You know I said I was in this for the money. It's torture.
He's going for a combo attack. Don't let him ram you. This guy's pretty strong. Capitalize on his ice weakness. The enemy's dizzy. This is your chance. Start wailing on him.
I accept.
I might not like that Natsume much better. These assholes who were using him the whole time, right?
Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for him. I only chose him for who he was, not what he wrote.
Authors are just chips in a bigger game. They exist solely for us to win.
From what I can tell, his editor was a real scumbag. Gotta exploit those weaknesses! Keep up the good work! Time for the finale!
Finale! Time for the curtain call.
Fast! Be careful not to get caught up in its attack.
Okay,
Understood.
taking it easy.
Bingo! That's still just now? Perfection!
Must say, that couldn't have gone better. I am
But you don't have much stamina left. Conserve it!
Another!
Way to follow up, boss!
That was well played.
Normal!
Tricky, Arthur!
There!
Right, I'll do my best. Great job, Noir. You hit him right where it hurts. Don't lose focus. Please do.
Way I see it. That's all you'll ever have.
It's working around me for sneak attacks. Is this what they call a ninja?
Not exactly. Last time I checked.
I am thou.
Try and let me in. Work it. Good, guys.
Even worthless trash like yours. As long as there's a fire, I'll be there to feed you good night. Hey, Mr. Natsume.
You did it! The Wardens down for the count.
Seems I've gained new power.
Well, I guess that does it.
We can get inside the birdcage now, right? Better get going then.
Wait, but what was that we just saw?
Seems Ango Natsume wasn't given that award on his own merit. Those editors just used him for his name.
So, there was a secret behind that novel after all.
But he's not a bad guy, is he? It sounded like he entered the competition a whole bunch of times.
And just when he thought his hard work was paying off, he had to hear all that. It must have been devastating.
Those editors are horrible.
They knew his writing wasn't good enough, but they still gave him the prize just so they could make money.
It still doesn't justify what he's doing now.
Nevertheless, I'm beginning to understand how he feels.
Fox?
Rising to fame atop stolen ideas, pulling at people's emotions with a fabricated story. Even worse, robbing others of their free will, changing their hearts, and wallowing in his own vanity. These crimes are unforgivable. There's no denying that he's been a fool, and yet, in spite of all that, it doesn't change the fact that Natsume spent years giving it everything he had. Creative work is often a lonely endeavor, and battling against that loneliness is truly a challenge in and of itself. As if it wasn't hard enough, if you don't produce results, no one will even think twice about you. One might even begin to think that such dark and unfulfilling times are all that's in store. Had I taken one wrong step, I may very well have turned out to be just as hideous as him.
Inari.
It's thanks to your friendship that I didn't stray from the path. He, however, doesn't seem to have anyone. Natsume should know better than most that there's no meaning in superficial glory. And now he's turned his back on what he truly wants to write for the sake of spinning this infernal novel of lies. Someone needs to bring him back to his senses.
You seem pretty motivated this time around, Inari.
As one who's dedicated his life to art, I simply cannot condone his actions. Now, let us bring this to an end. We'll send the calling card, then wrest the Overlord from his throne.
Okay, all that's left is the calling card.
Right. We need to make Natsume aware that we're coming to steal the desires. That should materialize them. We'll need to decide how we want to do it. What's the best way to make sure he gets the message?
Nah, he probably gets tons of fan mail. If he ignores it, we're sunk.
What do we do?
Mommy!
Could be lost, maybe? I'll go take a look.
Hey, what's wrong, kid? Oh, you got separated from your mom, huh? Don't worry, I got you.
Is that Zenkichi?
What? Gramps was already here?
Hey, it's me. I got a kid who was separated from his mom here. Send someone over to look after him, would ya? I'm over it. Huh? What do you mean it's not worth pub sex time? Quit screwing around. You call yourself an officer of the law? Or are you saying you'd abandon your own kid too? Is that it? A lost kid's no joke, you know. Hey, wait! Where are you going? It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you or anything!
The kid totally thinks he's a creep.
That kid sure made things difficult. He didn't have to run away like that, right? Right?
You're not exactly cute and cuddly, Gramps. Honestly, I don't blame him.
Will you stop calling me Gramps?
This is perfect timing, though, actually. Let's ask Zenkichi what he thinks.
Sure. We're supposed to be working together anyway.
We're all set to go inside Natsume's jail. There's just one thing left to do. Only problem is, we're not sure how to send our calling card.
Calling card? Oh, you mean that thing you guys did with the screens in Shibuya? If you want my advice, you should avoid any high-profile stuff like that. The police aren't that stupid. Eventually you'll get caught. I know I'm supposed to help you and all, but I gotta draw the line at breaking the law.
So the adult's the voice of reason here. You really are a Gramps. You know that?
You're pretty set on calling me that, aren't you? Whatever. My point is, go with something simpler.
We need a way to guarantee that Natsume will read the calling card. Maybe if we knew where he was going to be, we could set something up before he arrived.
In that case, I found just the event. Natsume is holding another book signing at the bookstore near the station. Natsume will most certainly be there. It starts as soon as the store opens at 10 a.m.
Oh, that sounds doable. I bet it'd be easy to set up if we roll in at night.
Hey, didn't you hear what I said? Breaking and entering's a crime, you know?
Well, that's where you come in, Gramps.
Huh?
Yeah, if we did it and got caught, they'd lock us up.
They'd lock me up too!
You saying you can't do it? Some help the police turned out to be.
Wasn't the deal that you'd cooperate with us? I thought adults kept their word.
You kids.
All right, it's settled. I will go and prepare the calling card.
Yeah, you got this, Yusuke. That goes for you too, Zenkichi. We'll leave the planning to you.
Am I seriously going to go through with this?
Listen to me.
Yes.
Mr. Natsume.
Good morning. I see there's quite a crowd today as well.
Yes, about that.
What is it? What is this?
Well, when the staff came to open the store this morning, it was already like this. They called the police, but they were told to leave it as is, to preserve the crime scene.
To the ostentatious swindler, Mr. Ango Natsume. You are a depraved miscreant who holds others in contempt and steals their work, lining your own pockets all the while. We refuse to overlook the crimes you commit as you wear a false crown. Tonight, we take back the desires you've stolen. Honestly, how stupid can you get? Damn it, what nonsense! I am the Monarch. My followers are loyal. That is, as long as I hold their desires. No. Having those desires is proof of my claim to power. Proof of my sovereignty. I won't hand them over. I won't give them up! You foolish heroes are nothing but talk. Come then, I'll crush every last one of you!
All right, his cognition should be changed now.
Thank you for all your help, Mr. Detective.
And with that, I've officially become an accomplice of the Phantom Thieves.
What are you complaining about? You're the one who proposed working with us, remember?
As a reward, I'll try to start calling you Zenkichi instead of Gramps from now on. Okay?
Inspector Hasegawa is quite a mouthful.
Yeah, Zenkichi's good, don't you think?
Okay then. From now on, you're Zenkichi-san, all right? I'm looking forward to working together, Zenkichi.
Fine, whatever. You've already dragged me along this far, Nick.
Now then, the desires should have materialized at this point. It's up to us to take them back and return them to their rightful owners. And in doing so, we'll set his distorted heart straight.
Materialized!
You certainly took your time, Phantom Thieves. Or should I say, chosen heroes?
About time we met, eh, Mr. Overlord?
You're gonna give back all those desires you stole.
Such foolishness! You haven't the slightest idea of what you've just walked into.
Appearance. It stands. This is no doubt the Overlord from Prince of Nightmares.
He certainly gives off that impression, but weren't the fearsome four just dressed like normal people?
Yeah, thinking about it, those guys didn't get much love from the author, did they?
You've come all this way only to fall right into my trap. This world belongs to me and me alone. It takes shape solely according to my design. Here, the Overlord rains justice upon the holier-than-thou heroes who would dare brand him as evil. Here you are nothing more than flies to be swatted. I'll enjoy hearing those filthy screams as you atone for your transgressions.
That's bold for someone who stole others' desires just to satisfy their own selfish wants.
Yeah, if you're really the Overlord, ain't this the part where you get your ass kicked?
Tell me, how many of my demon brethren have you slaughtered while spouting such despicable hypocrisies?
Wow, this guy's reading right from the handbook, isn't he?
Enough of this. It's time we fought, no matter how brave a facade you put on. It's clear you're just afraid of losing that hollow throne you're so proud of.
What was that?
Your reign is not but an illusion. Allow us to show you the truth.
I'm sick and tired
everyone looking down on me. Yes, the time has come for my true power. You wretches shall witness my final form!
Holy crap! A dragon! Be careful, guys. This one's really tough.
He's writing something!
Be careful, Center! Holy crap! Gotta stop that pediment! He's powered up like crazy. He must be getting serious. We gotta slow his momentum. Can you target his weakness and knock him down?
Let's go! Travis, that blacker is darker than darkness itself! Watch as I unleash hell!
He's got the advantage while he's in the air! Oracle, is there anything we can do?
Over there! Those swords stuck in the ground! Use those to turn them on pin cushions!
Please allow me!
His buff's gone! Time to put the hurt on!
Weakness by resolve! It's all you!
Sure.
I will handle this. Keep it up! Way to follow up, Pop!
Not done yet.
Persona! Dormo! Magnificent! Prince of Nightmares, carry the blood of dragons in my veins! Don't fear, you will never defeat me! Lay down your weapons and submit! Do so, and you rise! Finale!
Ever join you? Thanks, but no.
Evil Overlord just to get that. That's fantasy rule number one.
Today, your war comes to an end. Foolish humans! The least I can do is pray to a peaceful The government wielded by past heroes. Even in death, they continue to defy me.
Yo, what the hell is he talking? Seems he's had some background. That's it. Those swords work quite well against him.
All right,
Yeah, looks like it. I'll probably keep using them, huh?
What's this? God favor you over me!
Horn isn't... No way! Looks like he's taking a blood attack.
How can this be? Rats! Those with talent are always being dragged down by those without. How can you be so ignorant?
Killer, you have no right to say this thing.
Are you suggesting I have no talent?
What talent do you claim to possess? Doing others work for your own selfish interests. Time for the courtesy note.
Damn it!
Get out of here!
My armor!
So even that golden coat of yours was a sham. You're a fraud to the very core.
Seems everything's finally been revealed. Time to finish him off.
I feel weaker somehow. What?
upon them. I am
Can't be! The great overlord! Defeated!
Okay. New skill. Well done.
I've learned something new.
Game over, Mr. Overlord!
Wait! We can rule this world together! You can have half! My mantle! My magic armor! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Is that his true form? Looks like it. So in the end, even his identity was just a cheap imitation.
It's over, Ango Natsume.
You're just a bunch of stupid kids! You don't know how much I've suffered! It's not too late for me! I've still got my reputation as a writer! I've won an award! I've sold books! It's not too late! It's never too late!
That's good enough for you? This fame you've acquired through deception and the brainwashing of others. Is that truly what you wanted? What was the real reason you started writing novels?
Damn it! Damn it! I tried. I really tried. Just like everyone else, I read and read all through the night. Hours on end, like my life depended on it. And for what? And I wrote Nevermind. It was just another work from Sogo Natsume's grandson. No one ever acknowledged my effort. My effort? Not my work. Not even me. No matter where I look, all I see is a bunch of thoughtless idiots. Slaves to appearances and nothing more. Acknowledge me, damn it. Acknowledge Ango Natsume's efforts for once. I just want someone to see that I really tried.
I do.
Huh?
It's very clear just how much work you've put into writing your novels. A life led by creativity is almost always a lonely one, no matter your profession. You were battling that loneliness. You braced yourself, pouring your very soul into your writing, bringing it to your publisher time and time again. I will gladly acknowledge such effort and determination. There are many out there who would give up that battle. Even those of exceptional skill and creativity. To be able to continuously bring life to new works without giving up, however. That is perhaps the most exceptional talent of all. There was once a time when you kept fighting. That is one part of your career that could never be labeled a fabrication. So start over, Ango Natsume. Claw your way back up from nothing and move forward. After all, there are some things that simply cannot be painted without a blank canvas. It is because everyone believed in me that I was able to choose the path I walk today. I stopped lying to myself and was able to begin anew. And so it is now my turn to pay it forward. Even if I'm the only one in the world to do so, I will believe in you.
Stupid kid. Talking my damn ear off, but you're right. This identity of mine was built on nothing but lies. I don't need it anymore! I'll do it. I'll climb my way back up. And I'll do it on my own strength! I'll write a novel that'll capture the hearts of countless readers, just like my grandfather before me. I'll write something I can be proud of. To everyone! I swear it!
Good. And I'll be looking forward to the day I get to read it.
You know, I really am stupid. How did I let myself forget? I know now. what it is I really wanted.
The cage is collapsing. Come on, we're leaving!
Looks like it's over for now.
Mission complete.
I wonder if everyone's desires have been returned yet.
Probably. They all went flying out of the cage after all.
Maybe we should check on the people back in town, just to be safe. Good idea. That said, the jail didn't disappear this time either. Now I'm sure of it. Jails really aren't the same as palaces.
Well, we can worry about it later.
Indeed. Let's go.
Hey. I feel as though I'm restless right now. Do you know what this is? I'm not sure what's wrong. Natsume tried his hardest, but somewhere along the way, he lost sight of what mattered to him. He is a strange person, Natsume. Yes, he did say he would climb back up. Yusuke said Natsume lost his way because he was alone. Whenever I think about that, I feel restless inside. Even though Natsume hurt a lot of people and was, for some time, one of our enemies. What is this feeling? The same as Yusuke? I see. So that's why Yusuke saved Natsume. It was because Natsume's reason for doing all those terrible things was really sad. I think I understand now. Sadness can hurt people, but it can also save them. It can give humans a reason to support one another. You can count on me. Okay, we should probably get going.
So, you know how I was all excited for the Tanabata festival that's coming up? My boyfriend says he's already got plans.
Oh, by the way, did you ever finish reading that manga I lent you? I got someone else who wants to borrow it.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it worked.
Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone's talking about Natsume anymore.
Then, all's as it should be. Obtaining fame through some deceptive power doesn't fit his image.
This wouldn't have been possible without you being there to open his eyes, Yusuke.
You really took charge today, Inari. Yep, it was all thanks to the divine grace of the oh-so-benevolent Inari. Praise be to him.
Thank you, everyone. However, we're not finished just yet. We must confirm whether the change of heart was a success.
For now, we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out.
Well, since we've got some free time, can we unwind at a bathhouse or something? Oh, I'm totally beat.
Good idea. We can freshen up a little before we head back to the car.
You heard him, Sophia. It's all you.
Okay, I'll find the best bathhouse in the area.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I've called this press conference to give an announcement, as well as a formal apology. First, my novel, Prince of Nightmares, was recently bestowed the honor of receiving first place in the Sokaisha Awards. I have decided to give the award back. I've also decided to recall all published copies, not to mention take the necessary steps to refund everyone's money. I'm sure you all want to know my reasons for doing so. The truth is, my book, Prince of Nightmares, only won because of my status as Sogo Natsume's grandson. In short, the competition was fixed. In addition, I've also stolen the work of countless other authors, word for word. Lastly, the story I told about writing to inspire a hospitalized girl was nothing but a lie to garner sympathy. This fabrication allowed my book to sell a number of copies it nowhere near deserved. I wish to apologize for this scandal, and I'll start by personally seeing to it that everyone who bought my book is refunded. I promise, my writing career ends here. I am deeply sorry for all that I've done. To all of you.
Hold on, Mr. Natsume. What do you think you're doing?
Hey, time to wrap it up. Get everyone out of here, now!
Please, don't interfere. This is my way of taking responsibility.
Hey, something doesn't seem right here. Mr. Natsume's the one who put this thing together, right?
Do you think the editors were just trying to profit off Mr. Natsume's family name?
Hey!
Who are you?
I will not allow this.
You're the one from the party. I'm so sorry for what I said back then.
I will not allow you to cower and run away, Ango Natsume. You intend to make a comeback, do you not?
Huh?
When you do return to the literary world, I want to see a book with your name on it, not your grandfather's. You are going to write a novel that you can be proud of, are you not?
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Where are they supposed to be?
Once everything is rightfully resolved, I will make my return, even if there's just one person out there waiting to read my stories. No matter what, I will keep writing. I only hope that I can one day save someone's soul the way my grandfather's novel saved mine when I was young. That is why I write.
Sheesh, you kids are something else. Barging in on a press conference like that?
My apologies. It was imperative that I speak with him.
It's fine. Alright, well, I gotta run. I have to go question Natsume.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't end with just an apology.
Zenkichi's really doing his job. It's almost like he's an actual cop or something.
I am an actual cop. Anyway, it won't take long, so go on and wait for me back at the car.
Guess we should get rolling then.
Right. We'll leave the rest to him.
Do you have a moment? Something about Natsume's been bothering me. What he did was no doubt unforgivable. Nothing will change that. However, was he really like Madarame? Can he truly be called evil like the palace rulers we confronted in the past? Had he simply ignored his editors, would he have strayed from his path? Or am I perhaps just sympathizing with someone who pursues the arts like myself? And what do you think? So you think so as well? Then, what is the purpose of these jails? Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in thinking on it right this second. Forgive me, I didn't mean to hold you up. We should return to the car as well.
Let's go.